Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Comprehensive Guide to Solo Lane. This time we're taking in Assassins in the Solo Lane. Now I'm starting with Assassins in the Solo Lane for an extremely specific reason. Assassins are pretty damn close to warriors in actual terms. Well, a lot of times they are. In terms of their kit. The really only difference, the primary difference between warriors and assassins is their stats. Assassins are faster, they hit harder, but they die a little faster. That's something you're going to have to keep in mind when you are taking an assassin into the solo lane. Now I'm going to ease this conversation by using Ravan first. Ravan used to be a warrior before he was respect into an assassin. Now, please keep in mind, when I say respect, they didn't change his kit. His kit stayed the same. They changed the damage numbers behind it, and they changed his baseline stats. That's literally all they did. So, that's what we're going with here, but this is going to be a really great example, just easing you into the idea. Especially if you're a solo main, then this will ease you out of the role because you will be a little bit faster. You will have to get used to having a little bit more speed and being more available to rotate, starting at level 12. Now, my laning opponent here is very likely to be Horus. Alright, that's a good thing overall for Vaughn. I think I'm kind of feeling going towards the auto attacks. Maybe. Who's their no, Horus is their support. It's either Thanatos or Lancelot as my laning opponent. Probably Thanatos. He's famously pretty good in the solo lane, and one of the assassins I've been thinking about using for the ability assassin. Ravan is, by the way, flexible. Now, the interesting thing here is, in fact, Professor, what ability do I start with? 10-hand Shadow Fist heals me, but Prana Onslaught hits more often. Take the Prana Onslaught. Trust me, it works out much better for you. So we're still taking Teleport, and Fragment. Now, how am I going to approach this? Well, I don't know who my laning opponent's going to be. Alright, if it's Lancelot, I'll probably want more abilities. If it's Thanatos, auto attacks would probably go a little farther here. I'm going to primarily take auto attacks because I feel like my team composition can really use that a little bit better. So that's what we're going to go with. Now, for this particular instance, we probably should go with Death's Toll here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start heading into Soul Eater as well. Not too different from how we started with Bologna. The difference is going to be later on, where we're going to be building a little bit heavier on the defense than we normally would. They have a physical prominent comp, so we'll be building Berserker's Shield, and then I'll probably grab, I don't know, I think I'll wind up grabbing Midgardian Mail. Very likely. Cancel that. There we go. Perfect. Nice, clean, quick clear there. Lancelot. Alright. I was kind of hoping for Thanatos, to be honest. There we go. Now, what did he... I'm assuming he took Bluestone. Apparently it just hit Puberty there as well. Yeah, he did. He's going for Soul Eater as well, which is interesting. There we go. 10-hand Shadow Fist for some free healing. Now, we're going to be relying a little bit heavily on mana here. As long as we're ahead, I'm going to be trying to go for some ability to use my mana in place of my health potions normally. We're just trying to get some poke on my guy here. And that worked out really well, you'll notice as well. Good. Okay, good. If he gets too close, I get to poke him. Thanatos is here, huh? Interesting. Thanatos does not look like they're interested in ganking, though, which is fairly interesting. Now notice I'm specifically auto-canceling my last auto-attack, because that has the longest delay. I don't think this is going to work out the way you think it's going to. No, it did not. The problem... Now, this is an interesting opportunity to talk about the mistake both of them made there. I just made a mistake hitting him. I really shouldn't have. But, Thanatos went in well before Lancelot was anywhere near ready, and Lancelot's committing too hard with my health potion, my 10-hand Shadow Fist. They lost their opportunity. They had one, don't get me wrong. But they coordinated that way too badly for that to work out the way they needed it to. That was a lack of communication there. That's all that is. That is purely what that is. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. I'm not gonna use 10-hand Shadow Fist here because I want to heal naturally. I'm not gonna have time for that, am I? I was kind of hoping I could hit him so I could heal back the poke that I would take, but it didn't happen, which is fine. I'm gonna chase him a little bit here because he's getting a little anxious. Alright, that's all I wanted, was to spook him back under tower. And now I will go and collect my mana buff. Oh, it was already stolen. That's interesting. Alright, that could be mildly problematic. You still have your ult. There it goes. Just getting some poke there. There we go. I kind of have to take this at this point. See, you've used your ult now. So now you're mine. He should not have used his ult there. Look, I knew that if I could get his ult and he used his dash, that was it for him. And he used both right in front of me. Now, this isn't going to be a huge setback for him. Well, okay, it is because I killed Thanatos, so this actually is going to be a huge setback. I'm going to create even more distance between the two of us. I already had a decent amount of distance between the two of us because of my kill on Thanatos. That was because Lancelot was too far back despite knowing Thanatos was there, which is a strange decision on his part. Is his mana up? Well, it was. It's a little late to that party. Ha! It was entirely my own fault, though. I should be able to get my mana buff, though. Ooh. Clear this wave really quick. Be fairly aggressive about this. What did you actually pick up there? You probably, yeah, you finished your Soul Eater. That's fine. Don't get, oh, yeah, I missed that. I probably needed to hit that, to be honest. Yeah, I definitely needed to hit that. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of damage that I don't need, which is fine. Good play, good play. That's going to catch him back up, but he lost a lot of health and mana doing that. So I'm going to grab Soul Eater. Now I have to make a tough decision. No, we'll go for Tower Shield here. I think that would be fine. My question, what I'm going to have to decide later on is, what is my second physical protection item going to be? That's going to be a tough choice, because I'm not sure what I'll need at that point. My item after this is definitely going to be Shogun's Kusari. That goes without saying. But what is my next physical protection item going to be? What am I going to use there? I'm not going to box him quite yet. There we go. Now we box. No, you're not looking to box right now because you haven't got the mana for it. We both know that. You are not trying to take this from me. while I'm right here. Really? You've got nothing. Because you used your ult already. Now, granted, I took a risk doing that. I am now in a very unpleasant position because Thanatos could gank me. However, I believe Thanatos is in mid right now. Yeah, he is. There he is. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do, and this is going to be a bit of a surprise, I'm going to gank. Because I have the move speed. Although, to be fair, so does Lancelot, but... Goodbye. Now I'm going to die for that. Or not. Yeah, probably. Nope. Yeah, I did die for that. Fair enough, fair enough. It still puts Vulcan behind Thoth, which is what is needed right now. This will help Lancelot catch back up to me, and he's going to finish his Soul Eater. Yeah, he just finished his Soul Eater, which is going to be a setback for me, definitely. That's unfortunate. Probably also lost my mana buff if he's paying attention. That's going to be interesting to check. I lost a wave, which isn't good. Yeah, he's going to be ahead of me at this point. Not... that was a very mixed bag in terms of a gank. On the one hand, I did slap down Vulcan, which Thoth needed. Yeah. Thoth did need that. But it allowed Lancelot to catch back up to me. I'm not too concerned, because he really hasn't been playing too well. Especially since he basically let me do that, which was very silly of him. I can box you for a little bit. I'm not too concerned about it. Because I have this. Hello. Yeah, you don't want to fight this. I don't want to go back yet either, though. You're going to dive me? Oh, he's not going to die. I was hoping he'd die from that. That's unfortunate. That's a bit of a setback. I hope they'll probably take my tower at this point. It's going to kill my... well, that's going to kill my ability to aggressively rotate. That'll open Lancelot up for rotation. That's not great. Question is, where was Fafnir during that? Should have been over there. Yeah, there goes my tower. That's not great. Alright. Lost the fight, but not the war. We can still come back from this. This is a setback, though. This is not great. I don't want you to have any illusions. This is not a good situation to be in. There we go. Alright. I kind of overkilled on the wards there, to be honest. Yep, there's Lancelot, who doesn't actually need to be here. He's wasting his time. Well, no, because there's nothing to rotate to attack in middle lane either, I suppose. Okay. Now, did he go back? He did. But you still can't fight me? What is this? You have Glad Shield. Alright. Why can't you fight me then? Come on, what is this guy, huh? You're not going to take this. Don't try it. Don't auto-attack me. You can't win with auto-attacks. Did you completely whiff that? Now you're starting to finally hurt. You're also out of mana. He's got to have a ward down if he backed off when Ao Kuang started showing up. But that's fine. Not quite, huh? I'll clear one more wave. Ta-da! Alright. Lure it to this side. Okay, he's going middle, which is a little interesting, but there's not going to be anything I'm going to be able to do over there. Ao Kuang is going to die. Oh no, he ulted out, I think. Yeah, he'll be fine. There's nothing for Lancelot to be able to do over there. So I'm going to take this opportunity to throw some minions under his tower really quick. Good, alright. Good. Alright. Ward down, replace that. Oh, alright. That's my cue to get out of here. Alright, so we caught back up to Lancelot, which is really nice. Still haven't taken his tower, which is a little unfortunate. Hey, Thanatos, is Lancelot still over here? You want a tango? You ulted out? You can't fight me. What is this? No, I don't need to retreat. I'm just kicking Thanatos into East Timbuktu. Lancelot's ult is down. And he can't do anything with that. This is going to get very interesting very quickly, I think. I missed that completely. Oh. So close. Not too bad, though, because I get to clear this wave. Are you? You are. You are one nervy dude. Yeah, I heard that. Bye. Oh, hello. Alright. No, I'm gonna die. I'm already dead, yeah. Okay. Still, we're okay. Lancelot will probably pull ahead of me a little bit. I almost took that tower. I can probably just dive that foolish thing and get that taken care of. I'm gonna grab Aegis here for Thanatos. We're gonna grab Shogun's Kusari at this point. Now time to decide what my physical protections are gonna be. And that's a really good question. You know, I don't normally do this. What does Fafnir have? Alright, I might actually go for Contagion. I think would actually be a really useful item, because it'll reduce Thanatos' healing, it'll reduce Soul's healing from her self-heal there, and it will reduce the healing from Horus as well. So I think overall that's probably going to be my best option at this particular stage. What I'm going to try to do here is gently push a wave under his tower. is what I'm going to try to pull off here. No, we're not going to do that? Alright. Well, that's what he thinks anyways. $162 life, huh? Oh, why is everyone over here? What is this? Okay. Why was Soul over there? Oh, no problem. Soul is their ADC, isn't she? Why the hell was she over there? Interesting. That's a bit odd. This might actually not be the practical application, but I think I'm going to go for Midgardian Male here. I think that's going to be my best option at this particular point. Yeah, I think that's going to wind up being my best option. Okay, good. They took him out. Who is that there? Horus? Yeah. Now, where's Lancelot? There's Lancelot. Alright, so we're going to have to start grouping up at this point. Looks like my wave has stacked up slightly there, which is interesting. I think. Holy cow, he hits so hard. It's not even him, it's Soul. Yeah, I'm glad we picked up the... In retrospect, I probably should have picked up, gone for Animosity. That probably would have been the better choice. Although I didn't... I should have anticipated Thanatos. Well, no, with Thanatos there, that would have been actually a bad choice. Alright, fair enough. Oh wow, that's a wave right there in left lane. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something about that. If I make it in time. I'm not gonna bother trying to save Fafnir. That's just not gonna happen. Actually, he may not even need it. Alright, so they took that, but it's almost back. What I'm going to do is try to push up this one more wave here. You on that? You are! You greedy turd. That's fun, though. Be careful, middle. Oh, sorry. There's Thanatos way the hell over there. We're gonna disengage. Here comes Thanatos, which is exactly what I'm trying to avoid here, but also here comes my friends. Bye. Where's Thanatos? He's who I'm really concerned about at this point. Now I'm getting out of here. I'm too low to do anything useful at this point. Midgardian Male. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need chin size if I'm gonna be able to fight some of these people. Okay. That's fine. Actually, do I? I might want to go for the Mantle Discord. Probably should, considering my defense is lower because I'm an assassin. Alright, yeah, that's probably going to be the smarter choice. I'll go for Mantle of Discord. Rely on my evolved starter item to get me where I need to be.
Okay. Sorry. That's too bad. Enemy with fully powered arrows.
Oops, missed that. Are we trying to fight this? We don't need to fight this? We don't need to fight this at all. Oh, you're ulting, I guess, so here we go. Is something still up in the air? Ah, damn it, soul. Ah, okay. Oh, we needed Ao Kwang there. Horus is ulting in. This is going to be interesting. And he dies. No, you don't get out of this. No, you don't. Told you. Thanatos, wait. I can take you. You're low, aren't you? No, you're not low. I don't even need to kill you. I got Ao Kwang here. Ao Kwang, who actually arrived at exactly the right time. Someone needs... He needs to take care of the, catapult. Okay, he's got it, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna plant my sentry ward at this point. Actually, I think I'm doing this thing a little bit crazier than what you would normally expect. Alright. They're taking mid towers, so that might hopefully distract the enemy team long enough. No. Manslot doesn't care. Fair enough. I'll disengage this. I don't need this. There's nothing to fight for over here at this juncture. But we can apparently get this, so that's fine. There we go. Alright. Grab this. And return to left lane to help Izanami hopefully take out Lancelot. Maybe. No? Alright. I guess that's fine. What are we actually looking... Oh, wait a minute. I just heard Vulcan. Who then disappeared off the face of the earth. There's Lancelot. This is an opportunity. I doubt they're paying attention. Thanatos is behind.
He's behind us. Under attack. Your feats are legendary. Attack. Enemy ultimate down.
Hello. We can stop her, we can take her out. I want to know where Thanatos went. There it is. Ha! You stayed too long. Here we go. I have good protections. I can actually tank this for a little while here. There we go. I don't need to be tanking this right this very... Shoot, well timed. Well timed. That was actually really excellent timing by the Thanatos. Waited for it beautifully. They still died. Which means we get the tower, so that's fine. That's not too problematic of a death. We got the tower. Looks like we might get Phoenix, maybe? Are they going to push that? I don't think they are, no. They're going to go for right lane, I think. Right tower. No, they're going to go for the Fire Giant, of all things. What I think I'm going to do to try to keep ahead of Thanatos is Death's Embrace, actually, though. That could be interesting. That will be interesting. If I went with that, I think yes. I have a bit of an interesting idea. Would that work out, though? Sure. Probably not. I don't have my teleport. Oh, wait. But I can get Death's Embrace. Okay. So I might switch up my build again. I'm kind of leaning towards... Yeah, I think I can pull that off. Is it going to be worth it, though? Well, maybe. Soul, alright. It's my mana buff. There goes my mana buff, which is fine. That doesn't matter at this point. Alright, so at this particular point, I am now going to be looking to fine-tune my build to be more effective for what my team needs. I would like to emphasize protections a little bit more, and I think I've got some ideas towards that. But I'll talk about that when the time comes. Right now we're chasing down somebody over here. Who are we chasing down? Vulcan? Alright. You're just gonna keep running. Okay. Sure, I guess. Good.
Enemy missing. Be careful, middle.
Okay. We have 3 in mid. As long as they can keep that busy. Incoming right, huh? I teleport up, I can evolve it if I need to. Alright. Nope. Denied. Wait, can I press this for even farther? Can I? This probably isn't a good idea. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. This probably is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna try it. They're all busy over there. There's Thanatos right there. Okay, there's right Phoenix. I got this, actually. Because they totally ignored me, which is interesting. Okay. Guess I'll just run through it. Whatever. Peekaboo. Come on, we can get him. I whiffed completely. I really don't care. No! Not gonna make it! Oh no. Ooh-wee. Okay. Too bad we didn't get to kill Lancelot. We were so close. That's okay though. Nah, I'm not pressing this with so many people coming up, and I've only got what, Thoth? No, get out of my face. I got things to do. But no, I don't. Nope, I've changed my mind. I don't have things to do. Get away from me. You have that again? Okay, bye. Sorry. No such luck for you, huh? I'm still gonna die. Oh, no. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go a little bit harder on the protections. We're gonna grab this, and I think we can safely grab Void Shield. Yes, alright. So what I'm doing here with this very specific build here, the reason why I made the switch, is because I do need to be a little bit tankier. Now, Soul Eater was healing me and everything, that's nice and all. Death's Embrace also heals me for a pretty decent amount as well, so that's going to be really nice. It's going to help me out there. So that'll compensate for the loss of healing I will have from the loss of Soul Eater. Stone Cutting Sword is going to give me a little bit more physical protections than what I was getting with Soul Eater, obviously. And then Void Shield is going to give me... I don't know why I bothered bringing that one up. Is going to give me roughly the same amount of protections as Midgardian. It's 5 less flat. There's a little bit less health. There's 150 less health. But I get to reduce physical protections. And since, you know, Izanami and I are doing physical damage, that's going to be really nice. Is it ultimately supremely necessary for me to have Void Shield? No, and I might switch that back to Midgardian Mail. But it's worth giving a try at this particular point in time. Especially since this should allow me to fight Lancelot a little bit better, because right now he's kind of stomping me down due to Evolved Soul Eater and Heartseeker giving him 20% penetration. So this is going to roughly match that. I have 15% protection reduction, and then 30 flat after... I'm sorry, it's not 30 flat anymore, it's 21 flat now. So we're going to see how this works. And this is, again, kind of what you do as a flexible... solo laner is you're just kind of trying to figure out what's going to get you the best fighting against the enemy team composition. I kind of suspect I'm going to be going back to Midgardian Mail because they have so many auto-attackers on their team that I just think ultimately that's going to do me more good than Void Shield will, since there's only 2 physical allies on the team, myself and Izanami. But only time will really tell. Did you know I was there, or did you just do that randomly? I can't decide, but I've just lost my opportunity to kill her, so I'm out. I think I'm gonna go take the Pyromancer. Might be the move.
Your team has fully powered the obelisk.
Right. Perfect. I guess we're just gonna go for it. Izanami doesn't care. Nope. I don't care. Oh, I do care now. Are we not fighting this? No, we're not, apparently.
An enemy has left the game.
Oh, wow, what?
Ally has left the game.
What?
Okay.
Pause this then. Alright, so this is going to give me an interesting opportunity to talk about my build. Yeah, it does look kind of like I'll want to switch back from Void Shield back to Midgardian Mail at this point. Another interesting possibility is I might go for Frostbound. That would reduce it by 35. Yeah, that might actually work out decently well. That'll slow down Vulcan, who really doesn't have a consistent escape. That'll help me survive Soul. That'll slow down Lancelot anytime he's not on his horse. That'll slow down Thanatos if Thanatos comes back. That might be the move. Well, there is Fafnir back. I'm guessing this was probably a server issue. 3 people don't just all leave at the same time, coincidentally. I'm guessing this was a server issue. I wonder if the other 2 are ever going to come back. On the one hand, we lost our ADC. On the other hand, they lost their junglers. So this could be an interesting contest at this point. I'm going to be interested to see how this goes. This is kind of going to be decided by... Or I could go...
An ally has left the game.
And there goes Fafnir again. Alright.
Team has destroyed the fire
Do I go with this? No, probably not. I'm going to go with Frostbound. I'm going to go with this. Oh, wait. This. Actually, we can also upgrade this. That's the wrong one.
An ally has returned.
Okay.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy Phoenix. Place a ward for teleport.
If only they followed in your footsteps.
Come on, Ao Kwang.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
No? Alright.
Your left Phoenix is under attack.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
Your left Phoenix has been destroyed. Yes.
Hi. No, you don't. Oh, you got poisoned. What a shame. Haha. Did you just hit me with a hug? Am I gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna make it back to the front. That's not gonna be a problem. Alright. They're backing up. No, they're not.
Feats are legendary.
No, you don't. Holy cow. He slaps really hard. Okay. Bye. Damn. Okay. Pretty slap happy over there. But with Thoth, can I do anything? Did he just whip his ult? Yeah, he did. And then totally abandoned. Can I catch up to you?
Your middle tower is under attack. An ally has been
There's his Nami back. Okay, good.
destroyed.
Oh, no. Alright. Guess I'll just whip everything. That's... Hello. I'm gonna die. Alright. That's not gonna be enough. Room Forge Chamber is not enough. What do I need instead? Let me see. Is the solution actually contagion? Maybe. Maybe.
Your
Only one
middle
way to find out.
Ally has been slain.
Yes. I think this will work out. Good job.
Feats are legendary.
Okay.
attack the Titan. Falcon left lane. Cancel that. Place a ward for teleport.
Do either of you have awards? Fafnir does.
Okay.
Thanks.
Works for me. So she's got Chalice of Oracle. Nice.
You have been found wanting. On my way. Enemies behind us.
And here we go, I think.
Attack the Titan.
Just go for the Titan. Just go for the Titan. Holy cow. Alright. So, you'll notice that... You'll notice that Lancelot actually did better than myself because he actually built a little bit more... Well, nah, he really didn't build more properly, but he did definitely build more aggressively. And in the early game, that really hurt him. But what really hurt me in the late game is that, as I mentioned earlier, my auto-attacking start would have been better against Thanatos because I could have used Frostbound Hammer as my third item, lock down Thanatos, and also Vulcan later on, as I mentioned earlier, and finally Soul, which was originally what one of my intentions was going to be. I was actually expecting Thanatos, and this is actually a really great example of what happens if you are wrong about your laning opponent. I was expecting Thanatos because between Lancelot and Thanatos, Lancelot has better move speed because of his horse. He hops on the horse, off he goes. Technically, for just pure move speed reasons and the fact that he can jump off of his horse for a really nice entry damage attack, he technically makes for a better jungler than Thanatos does, which is why I was expecting Thanatos in the solo lane. Much to my surprise, there was Lancelot. Now, Lancelot's build was fairly strong for what he was trying to accomplish. I did okay. I definitely, again, the attack speed build didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to. That wasn't what I entered the fight expecting. And to be completely honest, even though, quite frankly, I only barely did. I got to as close as I did to breaking even as I did because I was a more flexible character like Ravon, where I had the option of being able to adjust my build a little bit more than most other characters would, or I won't even say most, a lot of other characters would. If I were a dedicated ability hunter trying to use abilities, that would have gone better. If I was a dedicated auto attack, did I just call it hunter and a dedicated ability hunter? A dedicated ability assassin, that would have turned out probably better. And if I had been a dedicated auto attacking assassin, I think that would have gone worse for me. As I mentioned earlier, animosity might possibly have been a solution. Probably not with Thanatos there, but I think it probably would have worked better for me than the self heal auto attacking build that I started out with Death's Embrace. Again, I was anticipating Thanatos as my landing opponent, and this is another good point of flexible. Well, I've already mentioned that flexible warriors do have this ability to adapt even if you're incorrect. So I was very fortunate, but you are not always going to necessarily have that. Um, really what it came down to, my problem mostly in the match was simply that towards the late game, because I was doing the auto attacking and Lancelot was doing the abilities, my ability to team fight was severely hampered. There were ways I could have done this build differently and maintained at least some ability to inflict damage in team fights. I could have kept Soul Eater, I could have gone with the Crusher, and I could have gone with Bluestone and gone with Corrupted Bluestone. Lancelot's only mistake build-wise was going with the Corrupted Bluestone as opposed to the Bluestone Brooch. I think the Bluestone Brooch would have given him better damage, and he could have gone with much higher, much more aggressively defensive items. He could have gone with Mantle of Discord. I think would have been a better choice instead of Spirit Robe if he'd done that, for instance. So ultimately, I think my problem really was is that I was too focused in on the auto attacking because I was assuming Thanatos was going to be there. I was wrong, and my build, my late game build, suffered as a result. I should not have committed that hard to the auto attack build. I really should have backed off, but unfortunately, I'd already chosen my starter item, and that is 100% on me. I should have gone with the safer Bluestone pendant and either decided to go abilities in case it wasn't Thanatos and make it work there, which I could have done, or go into a hybrid with a end game focus towards auto attacking, which I also could have pulled off. Okay, I did not build properly for this. And again, the only way I was able to scrounge together a decent performance here was because I was Ravon and I was able to flex into what I needed to some extent. But I did commit too hard early game on the auto attack build. I locked myself into that, and I really should not have because I was banking on Thanatos, and here we are. So, good fight, good match, but it also really nicely demonstrated that even if you are a flexible character like Ravon, like Bologna, if you make a guess and guess wrong, even though you can recover, it still makes your late game more difficult. Either so when you make a mistake on your laning opponent as a flexible character like Ravon or like Bologna, your game is going to suffer in one of two places. If you committed too hard to the ability base and your opponent turns out to not care much about your abilities, um, then in that particular case, your early game is going to suffer. If I let me put it this way, I chose auto attacks and I wound up being against Lancelot. I was expecting Thanatos. If I had been expecting Lancelot, I could have gone into abilities, done better because abilities. I could have gone into Bluestone Brooch and done better against the enemy's tankier side of the comp. And actually, I would have built very similarly to Lancelot. I just would have used Bluestone Brooch instead of Corrupted Bluestone. But if I had expected Lancelot in that lane, I could have gone for Bluestone and then worked with an ability based build. If I had expected Lancelot, went abilities, and then got Thanatos, my early game would have suffered. Because I expected Thanatos and used auto attacks, my late game suffered. And that's basically what's going to happen if you are a flexible character. You go into the solo lane, you're expecting one opponent, you build to that, and you're wrong. Either your early game is going to suffer if you're looking for the abilities, unless the opponent is also ability based, in which case you're fine, or you commit hard on the auto attacks like I did here and your late game suffers. Now, you might be wondering, Professor, why didn't you want to use abilities on Thanatos? Thanatos has a silence, and while Ravon's not got any kind of sustained abilities, the fact that these abilities could be delayed in their use might be the difference between Thanatos either escaping or getting Death Scythe back and healing back the damage you just did, or killing Thanatos, right? That silence, even though Ravon's abilities are so quick to execute, still can be a serious thorn in an ability-based Ravon's side. And that's what I was concerned about. That's why I committed so hard to the auto attack. And it was Lancelot, and it was not a good thing, at least in the late game. So it's something to keep in mind. Like I said, I really should not have committed that hard to the auto attack. I should have gone with Bluestone, and I should have felt around and decided, okay, if I have Thanatos, I go Corrupted Bluestone, and I do a hybrid auto attack ability based build, scrounge together something. If it's against Lancelot, just commit hard on the abilities. That's what I should have done, okay? That was entirely a bad decision on my part, but I do really like this for that example because I have not presented to you an example of a flexible warrior going south. I might do one more flexible either assassin or flexible warrior. I might do someone a little bit. Let me look at the warrior options here. I chose Ravon because he's basically a warrior, but that's also mildly cheating. I might go. Let me see. Who would be really interesting to play in terms of hybrid? I might go Ratatoskir. That might be really good. But when you. Well. Let me see those acorns. You're not going to show me the acorns, are you? There we go. These are all ability based. That's crits. That's abilities. Yeah. I could do a really interesting Ratatoskir build. I want to do another flexible assassin because Ravon is technically cheating. Oh, no, I know who I can do. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. But I think it was a nice showcase. So, next episode I'm going to do another flexible assassin. And then after that we're going to talk about auto attack assassins, and we're going to talk about after that ability based assassins. Okay? And then we're going to talk about other classes in the solo lane role. I think what would be probably Guardians would be best to talk about after that. But I just wanted to give you a bit of a roadmap. I wanted to talk about Ravon very specifically. Great example match of how it goes bad and why. And even then, like I said, if you're a flexible character like Ravon or like Bologna, you can still scrounge together a decent performance even if you've made mistakes. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. That the instant you fear your mistakes is the instant you are unable to adapt to the situation. some profound Confucius nonsense there, basically. Sun Tzu. I'm going to be really honest. China has a lot of historical, very quotable people. Even though that was not a quote by anybody from China. That's just something I cobbled together from my own nonsense brain. But anyways, random observations with Professor Reha. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. And thank you all very much for joining me, and have a great 24 hours.